African Democratic Congress has condemned the federal government's plan to privatize Nigeria's refineries, insisting that a full forensic audit must be conducted before any sale. The party criticized the Tinubu administration for allegedly spending $2.8 billion on turnaround maintenance after previous governments had already sunk $18 billion into the moribund facilities without results. It questioned whether the government was selling sovereign assets or mere scrap. ADC expressed skepticism about the government's sincerity, noting the contradiction between recent claims that the Port Harcourt and Warri refineries had resumed operations and the sudden shift towards full privatization. The party warned that such a move without transparency and stakeholder engagement could facilitate the undervaluation and sale of national assets to political allies under questionable circumstances. Calling for an independent audit and public legislative hearing, ADC said years of public spending without accountability amounted to either gross incompetence or deliberate fraud. The party urged the government to disclose the true condition and value of refineries and halt any sale until full financial, technical and structural assessments are completed and made public. What do you make of this position by ADC?
Very interesting. Maybe for the first time buy into what ADC is saying.
Okay.
But with some little alterations. Now, if you look at $18 billion for the past years, and out of $18 billion, the government of Tinubu has spent $2.8 billion, or less than $2.8 billion. If you subtract that $2 billion from $18 billion, you have $16 billion and have been expended before Tinubu came into power. Now, if you look at all the persons who are in ADC, they have been in government for all the years that the 18 billion naira have been expended. So it therefore means that those who expended 16 people and something billion are members of ADC. Majority of them are members of ADC. So if ADC is saying they should probe, I buy that idea. There should be a serious probe into there should be a serious probe into how these some whopping amount of money have been expended in the repairs and maintenance of our Nigerian-owned refinery. It's very seriously. In fact, I will make an article today for this particular issue. If they don't do it, people like us, though we may not say and will not do anything, but we'll have our say, I will still write and say it. Nigerian government should ask for the probe of the whopping $18 billion that have been expended for the maintenance of refinery that is not working.
So when you say that the probe that they are calling for, that members of their party are also complicit in that, in
majority of them.
Who and who and who?
Atiku Abubakar has been vice president in this country. He was part of those.
Did the refinery undergo maintenance during his time?
Sure, yes. He underwent maintenance. Rotimi Amechi was a minister under Buhari.
Of transport.
It doesn't matter. In the cabinet.
Not oil and gas.
They have a cabinet. And every matter is discussed.
Was it minister?
Every matter of the
petroleum?
cabinet, irrespective of the ministry, is discussed at the cabinet before it is being executed. Okay. He is part of it. The former Attorney General is part of it. Almost all of them, like I said, over 80% of the membership of ADC are complicit when it comes to the issue of the 18 billion naira NNPC maintenance and repairs. All of them are all accomplices to this matter. So I think that a probe into this matter will pay off very, very well. Again, I don't want to believe that this sales of an NNPC is going to be something that is going to be for the cronies. I want to beg Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you have started making a name for yourself. Please do not destroy the name you have made. This sale of Nigerian refinery will be one thing that Nigerians will test him for. There shouldn't be any sale of this refinery to any crony. Even if there should be a need to sell it, it should be after the probe, so that everybody who has a hand in all the billions of dollars have been stolen for the repairs and maintenance of energy should be brought to book first. Then an international agency should be brought in for the bidding. Not an agency that is owned by anybody in this country. An international agency that is unbiased should be brought in for the bidding of this refinery so that they won't be sold to any crony. Because I'm sure that part of the monies that have been expended, part have been used to work or maintain one or two things. And so they want to now dash it to somebody in the name of sale. That's on one hand. And on the other hand, it is no longer going to be a property of the federal government. Therefore, before it will be sold to anybody, the person who want to sell it, who want to buy it, should compensate the host communities. That land should be resold to anybody who want to sell it. Element people, please hear me. Any person who want to buy the refinery in Element Petrochemical and all that, they should buy the land in the current cost of the land in that place.
Why so?
It is no longer. It is the land was not bought by federal government. The people gave those land because they felt it was going to be used for the people. When government want to take a land, because the right of ownership of land is domiciled in government, and when they want to, they say it is for the public importance. Public importance. So now that it is no longer for the people, it is not going to be sold to a private person. Please, people should resell your land.
So now, if after all that is done,
Yes.
the people in the host communities will still insist that their sons and daughters must be employed in
You
these
are
places.
operating in their land.
Hold on.
Yes.
They will still insist on community service. They will still insist on community responsibilities that must be given to them. They will still insist on a lot of things. I am in River State, and I have seen firsthand how communities have dealt with these oil companies as it were. Right. While on the other hand, one may question their activities and how it has polluted the environment. On the other hand, we know what the demands have been, and in some cases unreasonable as well. So if you're saying now that they have to buy the land at its current value, meanwhile they will still pay the communities something as long as that refinery exists there. The communities will earn, they will still employ the people from the host communities. They are still expected to do one or two things. At the end of the day, make it make sense to me. Where is the equity in that?
Lauricia, are you making me laugh or what? You work in Atlantic Television. Did the owner of this place seize this place from the community, or he bought this place? Did he buy it? The place where he built Atlantic, was he bought or it was dashed? No, answer me. You are running a business, for Christ's sake. You would first of all acquire the property, the land where you do your business. Either you pay for the land, buy it appropriately, or you lease it, or you pay rent. Now, that is what you should do as a businessman first and foremost. Now, what you do for your host community is what we call social corporate responsibility.
Are you even aware that under the law that the government owns the lands?
I have told you that government owns land, and when they want to take it from the parental ownership, those who actually own that land, they take it on the ground that they want to use it for public importance. For example, you want to build a road that the public would use. You will call the community that owns that particular place. Please, want to construct a road here, which the community will benefit. Everybody will benefit. You allow you to construct a road. Then, if there are some structures that are built there, you settle them. You want to build a factory that will benefit that community. You say, please, this factory is not personally owned. It's not an individual that owns it. It's owned by the state government, because the state government would want to use this place for the public importance. You take that. Now, if you are using it for personal use, private use, you must pay for it. In this case, government is no longer using it. They want to sell it out. The land should be given back to the owners. The owner should resell it to whoever want to buy that asset. They should say their mercenaries, say the buildings they have there, that land should be resold to the community. The community, please, Element people, Wari people, all of you that owns land where these refineries were built, if there should be any selling for whatever reason, resell your lands to whichever company I want to buy it. And again, there must be a transparent bidding process. I wouldn't want to hear that is given to one crony to anybody in government because they want to sell it. I even read sometime last week, I wouldn't mention the name of a politician, who said that even if they want to give these refineries for free to anybody who want to run it, that he will abide the idea that it should be given for free, but because they have used as conduit pipe to serve. No, it is not free. We cannot sell our assets free in the name of politics. Any person who wants to buy it should pass through the normal bidding process, and there should be an international agency who are well-known, renowned agencies for the process of bidding that should carry out this bidding. I am still shouting, please, Nigerian people, hold any person who dashes your asset to anybody accountable if they dash this asset. This asset is the major thing Nigeria has, and if it is sold, we do not have anything again. And again, I want to also say that the moment this asset is sold, every other subsidiary and agencies of government that they have been using to siphon our monies that are linked to NNPC should be disbanded. All of them. There are so many, over 30-something, different names, doing almost the same thing, from upstream to downstream to whatever they call them. All should be disbanded because they have no link. The Ministry of Petroleum should also be disbanded because they have no work any longer to do. So that is my position in this particular issue. Please.